Should come up. Oh, shit. Alright, good. We're live. Hey! What the? Hey, look at this! Yeah, that's gonna pop up on my streams now. I don't know what my name should be. I don't know what to name myself. Hey, look at you in the background right there. Can I do a space? No. Okay. Tony S. Tiny S. Hey Wolfie, how you doing? Let's just do Tony. Screw it. Let's leave it at Tony. I'm not doing. Shut up. I'm cringing already. Name myself Shingles? Oh, up too late. What even? Oh, I just click. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance. From the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. I'm doing fine. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Why is there like... Never mind. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long? What? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. I can't read. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sign idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. That face. But maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you. That's mean to me. Well, I wasn't capturing your audio. Ha. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Tony, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year, did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations, where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years. What's a NEET? Yeah. Because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me worry. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. You at least promise me you'll try a little. I guess I'll promise you that. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The cringe? Yeah, exactly. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need water. I forgot to get water. Yeah. So I thought, you know. What? I know. Know what? Well, that you can come to my club, Sayori. Yeah! There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Oh, what was I gonna say? Yeah, was it the new point system and stuff like that? I have no idea how to get the games working. Because, or the chests too. Because like the chests and the games should be like, the chests should be every 2 minutes. I don't know about the games, but they're there, I guess. But chests are just kind of... that said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going into the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. She promised Natsuki that... It's open. Other one first. Yeah. Tough Sayori isn't that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I'll let her alongside. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? This is so dumb. This today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I like that. I like that a lot. You know, I forgot to get up as a Nightbot. I want to get that as a quote now. Oh. Today is the day that I sold my soul for a cupcake. Huh? Oh. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, and generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. The new member is here! Oh, I told you don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Welcome to Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. I can't. This is why I don't do visual novels. I can't do this at all. You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Sorry for asking, but who is the awesome person behind me? Oh, that's my girlfriend. That's Rin. Yeah, that's Rin. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. We can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear. Oh, whoops. Back then... Hi! Turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Louder.
I will be!
There you go. I'm not the microphone. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. It's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Yeah. It's great to see you again, Tony. Monica smiles sweetly. What the hell is that? She just break her hip. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Tony. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me and Monica. Oh. I'll get the cupcakes. Yeah, I made them. I'll get them. I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? Dude, I love tea. I don't know, but there's tea. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. I just also realized why I don't like visual novels. So much reading and I get lightheaded because I try to talk fast through everything so I can get to something important. That's what I did with Dream Daddy. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. That's... What? What was it? Ow. Well, there was a space between Monica and Sayori, so it's like right between. Cool. Natsuki probably marches back to the table tray. Are you ready? Ta-da! Ow! That's weird. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh, that's cute. Hold on. I'm gonna look up the cupcakes. Why is that like the first thing searched? Hey, look at that! That first one?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna get a capture going, so... Oh, that's right, monitor captures don't work. But whatever, I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna scroll this over to see, look, this one. This one right here. Shit. Yeah, this one right here. That one. That's the cupcake. That's the cupcake right now. I'm gonna leave that open. Boosters are drawn in with icing. Little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Close enough. Yeah, that could be chocolate. It's pink chocolate. I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Should have gone like sauce. I'll do that later. Oh, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. Oh, cupcake. Yeah, cupcakes are good, man. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full. Ate all of them. Damn. Yeah, no duh. Do that. Make faces at me. Well, yeah, because there's one already open. Yeah. It's delicious. It's all I wanted. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. No, I'm saying the icing. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Same. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Then I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
She's the step-daddy one.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. Not for you, you know, dummy. Bye. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri turns to the table carrying a tea set. Yuri on ice? She can't. Can I just?
Oh my God.
Can I just imagine that now?
Wait. Where's the beat? You're nice! I want that to happen now.
I'm just gonna imagine Yuri now, though. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. Permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Well, I guess. Yeah, I don't. Don't let your... I'm reading right now, Corinne. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raised an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was dragged here. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't enjoyed any clubs yet. And Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Right at home with books and desks and eyes and people. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Exciting. Monica, I'm surprised. Exciting. How come you decided to start your own club? Because it's exciting. You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. That's exciting. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Exciting. Well, you know, it's exciting. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around major clubs. That's not exciting. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events and net neutrality. And I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. 3 words. Monica really is a great leader. It looks like they're holding hands. It's funny. Well, not really. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then well, that's exciting. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. I have no idea how it sounds, so I'm gonna kind of go to Twitch and see how the audio is, because I'm that kind of person. I'm always paranoid about that. Alright, I'm good. You could put it in that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Yeah, excuse me. What? Thanks. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? No! We won't do that. I don't know. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. That's exciting. Shut up. Enthusiastically. Scholastically. Such different girls are interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really excitedly just to find these 3. Are you being harassed? Are you being harassed right now? Why are you being so harassed? Just because her hair is purple, that means she's evil? Maybe that's why we're all so excited by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their levels of excitement about literature. So tell me, what kinds of things do you like to excite about? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. I'm gonna save. Ah! I was given power. I'm here to abuse that power and spread Yuri all over the safe states. This is my way of trying to be entertaining. Do you like me? Do you enjoy my way of trying to be entertain me? Oh wait, I gotta save now. Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorite are usually novels that build quite deep and complex fantasy worlds. Skip all the cringe and spread your. I'm taking it in that sense.
Good job, Wolfie.
Oh, hey, Oliver!
Look.
Look! Oh, a weeb joins the fight. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story is such a foreign world and is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about reading. See, what is that? Never mind, it's gone. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by her way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
Making fun of my eyebrows.
I am not. I said I like it. It went like a little foof, like a little bird thing. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? No. Yes, I am at my own house. I know, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Bum bum bum! I read a horror book once. Bum bum bum! I just really grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. Keep elevating. Hate that. That's another thing about visual. Elevate a lot. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. Shut up. If a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. It's a real horror. This game is Kappa. Dark. Oh, what? Emoticon dark mode. Dark mode. Surreal horror. It's cringe. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Horror. Cause see, I always end up saying horror, not horror. Like trying to emphasize the extra horror. Oh. And I was out of view. That was out of frame. Cool. Natsuki's eyes started over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? Back! You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and pulls her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just coincidence. I think not. What?
Said confident. Why would it say that being able to share a poem like that would take a lot of coincidence? He was confident. Wolfie, confirmed.
I can't do this.
Wolfie, confirmed. Said confidence, right?
Crap. That's me. Why don't you share them? No. Hold on. I need to turn off a timer because that's from when multi-twitch disable. There we go. Ignore this. Ignore this one. Like, how do I get rid of this? Ban Nightbot. Is that Elias? What? Yeah. Confidence.
See?
The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Must be willing to open up your ears, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. I don't know what the hell did I just do. Gotta save.
No!
There, I did a pattern. Yeah, it's a problem. Look, it's Antbot!
Yeah, I know.
Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Ellipsis. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Ellipsis. I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay! I have an idea, everyone. Ellipsis question mark. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own! Okay! The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Let's write a poem, right? Fuck. Ellipsis. Let's do it! Because now that we have new memory, it will help us all get a little more comfortable. What the hell? With each other and strengthen the bond of the club. What did you just send in chat? TPF you fun. You're on ice is cool. Yes.
Can you feel
The love tonight.
I feel it every time close my eyes.
Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one more problem. This is a love pentagon. Oh, I don't have to click. Cool. What's that?
Oh god. It's a love pentagon.
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Ah, it's full screen! Ah! What?
No.
He's running this game. Cool. I never said I would join this club. Story may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought it sets my heart on fire. Tony, you all are defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Okay! One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! Tori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Get off my mouse. Then, that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think with that we can offensively end today's meeting on a good knot. Everyone remember, tonight's assignment is exciting. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika. And become Sora and win the game for the animal ear girls. No. Monika looks over at me once more. Tony, I thought it said today. Tony, I look forward. I misread my. That's sad. Tony, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Can there be like a mini game where I write a poem? Can I really impress the class star Monika with my? Don't do that. I'll hit the mic and like ear rape everyone. No, because you know the radio. I like it.
Oh,
Yeah. Express yourself. Believe in yourself. I really feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue the chit chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up the food. Tony, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sari and I never walk home together. anymore because she always stayed after school with clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. What? Excuse me. I really don't like the little. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Get off my cursor. Will I? What? So Mitch expression. It's wonderful. Much. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I will have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright! I just need to... Like, the mic didn't even pick it up. It was just right in my ear. Look at... Suck. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Yeah. Hurley! Move somewhere else! Oh, don't move in here! Oh, don't move in here, dog! And I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. Can I write this poem? I want to write this poem. I can write a poem! Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Am I done streaming? Really? Just do a straw poll. Am I done streaming? Oh, yeah, I can. I mean, I can just. I think I can do exclamation point poll. Yeah, I can. Here, hold on. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Hold on, I have to figure out how to do the poll thing, because I forget, actually. I think I only used it like once. Oh, I don't care. Alright, I'm gonna use Tenacious, because Tenacious D. Help. I mean, I could do like poll, and I think it's like... Give kitty? No, whatever. So what do I do? Tenacious Holiday. Massacre? Oh! Yuri, please. No! Stop it! No, Yuri, stop it! Ah! I'm trying to get... Pain! What the hell? Wait, hold on. Sayori just bounced to pain. What the hell?
Frightening.
I forgot about that quote. Ladies, I'm a 23-year-old male. I make a mean boiled egg. Games! Hard to beat. Then what? Sticky!
Boop, boop.
Boop! Boop!
Scars.
Scars. Scars. I can make mac and cheese. Climax. What? Milk. Unrestrained.
Doki.
Oh man. Graveyard. There we go. That's my poem. So it's mostly to Yuri. I kind of wanted to go to Yuri too. So. Because I wanted to click all the things I liked. Hi again, Tony. Sad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. Got you, B. Stop it! Don't stop it! Stop! Oh, the baseball. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I at least keep my word. I'm gonna go deep. Well, I'm back at the Electric Club. I was lost to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Tony. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Come on, like he deserves any slack. Sir, you told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Atsuki, get off. Atsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Atsuki finds herself stuck between saying manga and manga. Manga is literature. I keep doing that. It happened again. We 3. I broke it. I broke Antbot. I broke Antbot. I need more meat in my Swiftly. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Tony always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Who's always having fun? He helps him with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I may be a little jealous. How come you and Tony can become good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. You even brought us something today, you know? Oh, why these like this? Sayori! Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made... Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it, first of all. I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? What? Attractive, isn't it? Yeah, I won't make a big deal about it if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. He reaches into her back and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, and all of your actions in the game matter, and this game's decisions affect each girl differently. Yup. It's a short read, so I'm gonna do exclamation quote. So it should keep your attention. I'm just a poor little black kid. So keep your attention even if it don't usually read. Then we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is Siska accidentally being so cute? You stop it! Stop trying to kill me! Stop trying to kill me! She even picked on a book. She thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. You're Princess! Princess! Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. You. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think about it.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off, so I'm just gonna do this burp. Ah, she did! Yeah, little doggy burp. The pronunciation of my girlfriend's name? Corinne, yeah. Oh, or like typing. I mean, you could just do Rin. R-I-N-N. You a princess? Yeah. You gotta sit with me right here. Right in the corner. Nope, you're gonna go back to your original corner. Just so next week, one of the characters on activities for the club. Oh, that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. Looks so... What? Can't but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Natsuki? Really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. Hail Rin, hope you are doing well. Oh, hi Rin. Hail! Yeah, she did. Look at her. Look at dog! Or is it? Where is it? I think this is it. Where is it? There it is. Nope. Look at dog. Look at dog! Dog! Back. At the same time, yeah, that's probably not good. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. Oh, dog! I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. What's this? But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Deep. Sorry. Exclamation point dog. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that makes the book. That's the book that you gave me, right? Left. I want to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. I'm great at reading. Something fairly... I can read Shakespeare better than this. Not even joking. Or like, poems and stories by Edgar Allan. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me. Yuri has been... Well, I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear it. Here. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye... Dying. Ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Tony? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy, reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, that exciting. I need to, you know what? Hold on. When horrible things. Oh, so one of the girls are embedded in the code of the game, like Sans is. Stop it! I'm gonna purge you now, Oliver. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, Oliver, stop! Made of the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. Sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. Oh, that took away your mod. That took away your mod. I forgot. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. Quickly retrieve the book that I had put into my bag. Sorry if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah, are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. At least reading in company with someone, I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. It may be a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. I was just... You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Thanks, Auntbot. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Change of scenery. That looks like a creeper. Yeah, I was about to say, like, what? Oh, that's a hand. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. It was the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. Look, you can see my hand! I sympathize with Yuri. I apologize too much. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. Yeah, like when we were cruising, we kept messing up the directions, kept apologizing. When holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if... This book is mute. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my my vision. Are you ready? Turn the page! Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glanced over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes a bit longer. Oh god. That was actually really cool. Creepy, actually. Those papers look like a creeper face. Too much Minecraft. It's part of the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks! We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page instead. I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own violation. Dang it! Don't! It's too late. Play this game. It's too late, Bastion. Whoops. Turn back while I can. I can't turn back. Bastion, you can't stop me. No, you can't stop me. It's not too late. I already have a quote. It's too late, Bastion. It's too late for me. Instead, I assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn my own foot. Continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her as she catches it under her own thumb. Why does that have to do with anything? Oh, what is that? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Oh, hello. You think so? How does she... Stop. It's a psychological horror. It's affecting me now. I would feel more blunt on our ways. But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Here, I can just lower the game volume. There, I did that. Unseen text? What? Oh, whatever. What? Keep playing the game for the cringe and for Yuri! Yuri on ice. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment, but Tony, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with. What do you know about this game, Ant? The Steam page said it was a psychological horror. That was on the first, that's the first tag. Here, I can even put it up, but I don't want to. It's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean anything bad. I'm really sorry. I'm self-conscious about that sort of thing. That's not a joke. I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Be ready mentally. Okay, thanks. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Oh yeah, the poem. I already forgot about that. I was excited for that too. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. Sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri, release your hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright! I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read with you? I was also trying to tell him Buriri, but he deleted my thing. Buriri. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. Okay, so I'll read a little more tonight. Yeah, spoil nothing. But be fucking ready, okay? Okay. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's a good reasoning. What the hell? That lime tryhard? What? In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright! I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? Of course I did. Relaxation ends. Stinky Alex. What? I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't even really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Yeah, I think it's about like, wasn't that a poem about like sadness, suicide, pretty? No. Boop. The sky doesn't have ore. Oh, that was why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Saori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Saori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose-leaf torn paper. I'm scratching my nose on the pop filter. Don't mind me. What? Saori is on the wrinkled sheet of loose-leaf on a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook, to which she used a Doki Doki. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Just Monica. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. I want to know. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. What the hell? I can trust her opinion to be ellipsis. Laughing at just Monica without context. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. And what was it? Did I just say that out loud? Yuri first covers his mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. That's not covering her face. You lied. You lied. He's going to hate me. No, you really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Yeah. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written I want to know what my poem says! Can I share with myself? Oh, it's a huge compliment coming from you. That is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. What? It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both this style... whatever. Expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Now, which that can be me. I can't talk right now. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. Sure. My thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, it isn't supposed to be a literature club. Under the light. Bathing. It must be this one. Last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Flicker, flicker. How do you flicker back? Just see here.
Exact same.
No, look, the text. Look at that text box, and look, it's longer now.
Oh.
Let me go back. Sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it, I'll be honest. Just the first time sure you wanted to write something a little more wow. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Hugh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Tony. Really. I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and
Poet.
Shut up! More likely compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Can I just, like, go to the other three? I'm really nervous about doing all of this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Tony. Me too! Sayori. This is a good poem, Tony. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course! It's not that good. I'm the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time. Guess you're right. Well, that's why it's impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of a club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Tony. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, and that's something that only really good people do. Big Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Shut up. It's all flooding. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Why? Why am I quoting something? 23-year-old male. I'm like a mean boiled egg. Cool. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Alright, I'm going to read her poem. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but at least I trust you too.
You're making up words that aren't even.
What? It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
She gave up at the end.
Sorry, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Oh yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. What?
Like, especially that last line. She's like, I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hey! This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. No. Well, I guess I look forward to it. No, I don't want to go to Monica. Shit.
Damn you.
Gotta save the club leader for life.
Don't.
Yeah, you do. It's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotion, so basically it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try it, but that's about it.
Oh. Damn.
Told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even try taking writing seriously. A poem for people to express themselves. Write still wouldn't make your message any less loud. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. The other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it all fall flat on purpose. I want breakfast. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I should have. I made breakfast. I want breakfast. I guess you went into it, and I realized what? Ah. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud then I won't take that away from her. Now we're on Monica. Ah, don't poke me. Don't poke me.
Do what I want.
I'll poke you. Back me? Hi, Tony. Having a good... Hell yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to do. Don't worry, Tony. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. But yes, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Barrier?
You've done it all you want, but you've done it like 10,000 more times than
I hand Monica my poem.
You looked back, you were like...
I almost said I hand my Monica to poem. I hand my Monica to poem. Good job, Tony. I was going in my head while reading it. Oh. It's really metaphorical. Well, I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. I almost said underestimated. I am reading. My head isn't paying attention. Whatever, give up. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Get off my cursor. Well, I guess it worked out anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Yes. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism, I know. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, but with allowing people to get something, I'm gonna go pick up her something.
Princess, you shouldn't have done it. Princess, no. Princess, stop. Dog's bad.
Both allowing people to get something out of it, or of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri at this point. What? Oh no, I know. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best. Oh, I thought she was gonna lick the microphone. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles. I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? No. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? See. Well, let's read it then. Oh, it's long. Oh, and more. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. Noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, listen, my retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now. I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Confusion! So what do you think? It's very free form. That's what you call it. I'm really the right person to ask for feedback. Well, the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. That word doesn't come across, right? I know the word, I just don't know in text. The real horror about this is me just trying to read everything. That's the scariest part of this right here. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Almost said epiphany. Something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. You. I guess that's everyone. This around the room, I was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, foot itches again, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each other expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrowed in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Submissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Used to say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Triggered! It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? Okay. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Yeah. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. Tony did too. So based on that, I'm gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Tony liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? Music. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Tony appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Get off my cursor. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose bruise measure grew a size bigger as soon as Tony started showing up. Oh my god. Shots fired. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turn towards me as if they just noticed I was standing here. Tony! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing's more effective, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force him to have to figure it out. But that's help me explain that to her. Tony, wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. I feel like there's a choice coming up. I don't like this. Well. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whom will I agree to put in
Help me, Sayori.
Notice how Monica's not in this. So, like, we have no help from the president, club president. Sayori! There's me drawing up any words I had in my mouth, so instead I turned to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defensive that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Tony. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Let's say Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? I feel like I should have disagreed with Yuri. This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems are amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures of dogs barking in your head. Everyone's so talented. And why am I fighting? Because, well, also, there's nothing wrong with that. Yuri's views are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful! Sayori stands triumphantly. Monaco stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monaco. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things. I'm not very good with people. I could even bring myself to interject. As a person, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I said just when Sayori is amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. Stop it! Stop it! I'm being killed.
You're being killed.
I'm being tortured.
Yep, that's more accurate.
She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really they're suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smells sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Gross. Up, dog. 1 hour. Nice. Person really doesn't make... such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. Okay, so not as washed out, maybe. Jeez. If only I can get the chance to talk to her a little bit more. Okay, everyone! It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. How about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. Any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Not to myself with newfound determination. Tony, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Yee. Sayori beams. It truly has been a while since I'm just... Why not? Yuri's cool. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say that I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. It's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. See why they make good friends with you. You know, Tony, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes the happiest. Thanks. Before you start streaming now, on the Discord and at everybody now seeing you streaming. Ain't it? Aunt. Why? I barely have anyone in my Discord though. But I think that's... Oh yeah, I regret that. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... every day is going to be so much fun. Sorry. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Pat. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay! Well, yeah, let's do this. Are you writing another poem? Bouncy. Crimson? No, that was. Give. Damn. Horror. Massacre. Here. Depression? What? Grief? Contamination.
Yeah.
Excitement. Effulgent?
Yeah, that's.
Graveyard? Heartbeat? Yeah, so. Sayori, take a sip of my kill a kill. Alright, hope so. It's a mixture between Yuri and Sayori right now. Yuri's dark.
Yeah, I think it's.
No, but like the one is like depression though.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah. But like she's the one with the cute poem. That and that. That was Yuri. So she was I want breakfast. Innocent, I guess. Innocent is the word. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Here. Hi, Tony. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. What is... I see hair. Ehehe. I kinda wanna get tea. Put up... Where's my FK thing? Yeah, I'm gonna deal with this. Yeah, let's do that. AFK. what is this? What is y'all's Discord if you want? I'm not able to type mine right now because it's a different language. Be right back. Yeah, okay. If you're doing this live stream, should I find about places to be continued? Okay, hold on. That means I need to get, cause it's called Antdog Houdini's official Discord. But hold on, I'm gonna kinda go into this, go into the doing stuff. Yeah, whatever. This way. Oh, where's the? There we go. It's just my face because I need to order. Yeah, I need to order pizza right now. So we're gonna keep the music going. Where's paint? Where? Yeah. Yup. Sides there. Yeah. Papa wings, foster. I want buffalo wings, right? More info. 8 pieces, $7.99. 16 is 4. It's 15. Yeah. Hey, Hurley. Alright, I'm ordering pizza now. We're gonna get 16 piece. Yeah, we're gonna get 16 piece, 2 large. Yeah. Because we all, I know both of us, like, any 10. Why? Yep. I'll find it. Hawaiian? Know how much you like Hawaiian. Oh yeah, I forgot. I just do it. Deal. Check Snapchat. Why? Snapchat. I didn't even get anything. I didn't get anything. So can I do this again? right? Game ready. Cool. Sides, we need 16. Ranch. Right. It's very. Oh. John sent me a message 2 hours ago. Oliver. The Discord is Irish potato nut. Oh yeah, I can pull up the Discord now too. I don't want to show. God. I know. Oh, you need friends. What? Oh, okay. Oh wait, I didn't sign in. Ah. Nope, I messed up again. There we go. Grab logo. I think that's it. Wait, I know it. Fear. Cool, almost dropped it. Here, everyone. Here is mine. Okay, this is my webcam. Lol. Spoilers! Because a lot of them are random people that added me because they joined my server. Nice. My Discord's still open. Here's my order. Oh, Discord's updating. Thank you, Anthony. How many points am I gonna get for this? That's all. Just want my Papa rewards. Damn! Papa rewards. Cool. Now I'm at 18. Alright, hold on. Discord's open. On streamer mode. I always forget how to invite people or get the person. Why can't I do this? You spammed Discord? Let's not go into the NSFW. What the hell? Okay, okay, meme page? Is this what you shit, I really joke. man, I'm... Hold on, I'm not... I sent a friend request. Something...
Everybody's
Good. That's my plan all along. Stop it! Get some help! Stop telling me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You like started fighting down and ow.
Gross. That was gross. Ew.
I don't know what that looks like.
You see? Oh God! Why is there? Stop!
Boring me.
What?
Boring.
Oh, I'm trying to do crap. I finally found it. I'm just still not used to being part in the club, that's all. That's pretty good tea. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Same. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Can I have admin on Discord? I legit want to clean it up. Yo, at all, I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Well, why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. Let someone look at it. She nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. She turns it upside down and lets contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. Ooh-wah. Ooh-wah-ah-ah-ah. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. This chair needs to stop doing what it's doing right now. Stop being a chair. Use this something in my book. Yuri! Tell Tony to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford, and frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I almost spilled my tea all over me. Ah. I didn't mean that. I just got too absorbed in my book. Ooh, ahaha. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you can think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That! Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Hee hee. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys. Oh wait, that's me. Why do you want to delete 80% of the NSFW tab? It's an NSFW tab. Just leave it. Told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me, but you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Whap! Yeah! Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the back and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was... a cookie! Sure enough, it was a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! So nice of you. I wanted to clean a huge mess up because I know you won't. I'm trying to join the server, you can't for some reason. I mean, slip. Ow, 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 cramp. My pinky toe. Why not? What? They're wafers. I added a quote. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite, and then bites her hand off. So good. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Wait. Going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. I mean, hey, you'd fit right in for this psychological horror. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Whatever. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared one with me. So it gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki. Then that's totally wrapping arms. Yep. Ah, jeez. I get it, I get it. Cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to snug Sayori off of her. Nudge. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Do you seriously just do that? Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Erg. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Off of me! Dead? Alright, she's dead. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. Bars! Yeah, of course she's okay. She probably just had something. You don't get mean. God. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She has a dick. Probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I need to be late. Latte. Bitch. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? My last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Frick off! Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. Same. Always wanted to learn piano. Same. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. 70 to 80. It was 30. Oh yeah, I do have cash. Oh yeah, 41.50. Pay for tip. I'm the tip boy. Tip. Yay! That sounds cool. I don't know what pizza says. It's making. I don't know. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Tony. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. Just Sayori getting smacked with a cookie. Stealing a cookie. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. Escapade. Are you sure Natsuki won't end up complaining to her anyway? It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey Yuri, eh? I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we get ahead started? Nom. Nom nom nom. Nom. Want to go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Anyone want to play Club Penguin Island? Done. Good job, Sean. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea? Not at all. What? No? Don't look at that! You're spoiling! Thanks very much. There's one thing that can make my reading time and here any better is it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Hold on, I'm gonna check the points. Dude, look at that. Yeah, Wolfie. Oh, I am too. Whoa. So Wolfie has 26 points. Ollie has 8. Sean has 15 still. The Limes has 1 because he was there. Aaron has 1. That person Alex has 1. And then Bastion has 11. I have 26. Wolfie, is your mom calling you a weeb? No. So Wolfie has 26 points. Cool. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, kind with a filter inside. Hold this for a second. Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher. We'll plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. Some water. That's the kettle down in the desk. Simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. I don't know why, it sounded wrong in my head. Okay, might have the water pitcher now. Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Eh? We're just, Yuri is going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Tony in club activities? I need a... Eh? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Tony. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Oh boy. Just... Quote, I just bit my teeth. Whatever, I'm doing it. We're just gonna do quotes for days. Okay? Spelling quotes. I know. Now it's been an exclamation. Number 8. Once in a hall, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. Spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that, Yuri? Something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. Made me feel so irritated. What if I do 8? 8? Yeah, okay. Wait, that means quote 1. What was the first quote? Fucking gay. I remember that stream. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Really? How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Ha! Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Oh, I hate you. I am yawning. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Or I like being friends with you. Haha, thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. You like oolong tea? Everything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. There. Milo. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Yoo-hoo. I guess you'll be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. Must be in a good mood right now. I was letting it show. Bars. Did you notice? Back to me. Starting a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. I just kind of stopped. My brain just stopped for a second. Oh, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too hard. You're always worrying about me, Tony. Very endearing. That's Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I'll let Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Another request.
Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? My shit fucked up. What? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. That's so. I wonder why that is. Mostly likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes! Nani? I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I don't believe it. I'll go ahead and get the book. No, what that bad posture. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's Candy Radar. Candy Radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading positions as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to. Why? I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri's always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I used all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. Put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. Briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want, and that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. Didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. Simply parts her lips as if the situation is completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Yeah, just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... He looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Tony? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. And that's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then, you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. This time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't even avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breath. Oh, breath. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Ooh, Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Tony, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Did we even... the book. Read the book. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bags of chocolate. In the end, we hastily clean up. It was so, without so much as a word between us. The other thing, this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Boy. Oh, I need more romance, damn it. It's baking! Dude, it's gonna be high as a kite. Alright, Yuri. What? I'm gonna go the same order. Wait, who did I do second? Oh, yeah, I say already. I was getting into it. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on it. Do you like it? Tony, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Her hand up here. Not. You sir, what? Come. I don't know, it's fine, take your time. I know that you likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Dude. It's being appreciated like this, I guess. Shh. What? But seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. I just want to read your poem, even your close friends. Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah. I do. It's with you. Okay. Raccoon! Happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I can't read cursive. Consequences. Well, where a raccoon has fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me his excitement. A rush of blood. Classic. What the hell? Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. No more daring with this one than yesterday's. I feel like that was supposed to be about like I didn't. I got cutting your hair from that. I got that.
I got it as like.
So we're gonna. Never mind. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery. And can I just skip like everyone else's poem? At least they're 10. I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. Wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. No. Maybe. I don't know when my dad's coming. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Tony? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. Best we can do is respect each other and our individuality. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and more things makes us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Tony. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to pizza. Boxing! It's just a really nice feeling. I need to thank for that. It's nothing really. You smile sincerely at this time. But Simone, her timidness seems to disappear. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Tony. Eh. I love it, especially after yesterday's poem. You're too honest sometimes, Sayori. No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Can I? Sayori? Must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even not Suki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Tony poem. What? And that makes it feel extra special. Special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against your chest. What? You're so weird, Sayori. I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. Why am I yawning? I'm tired. So... No, 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 no! No! Your foot is so cold!
Voice break.
Get off of me! Get off! Shut up. Lightheaded. I'm out of tea. I'll eat my cup. What? Oh wait, there's food. Yeah, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what I'm kind of writing you like in the first place. She likes depression, death. That's yeah, it's 2 things. Yeah, it's 3 things. Heartbeats. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? Yeah. What, Aunt? Or what is it, Poseidon? Yeah, right? But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Whatever. Anyway, I don't know what this is for. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet? Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad.
Sappy! Like sappy things! Ah!
Sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Playing games like these? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Tony. Okay, thank you. I was like, where's your poem? Okay, battles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. There's no time to waste. I put it in a little bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. So different from what we used to play. Yeah, I know, right? Makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. It's scrap. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up, and in come my friends. And when they come, such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, putting them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. All I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Okay. Holy crap! Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever with a... I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Well, it taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. Colonel Sanders. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, but you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. God. This is why she likes depression. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this stuff, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. 2 hours, 22 minutes. What's a pizza? It's still boxing. Most times, seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Thanks. Hey. I like your last one better. Really? Oh yeah. I can tell you're a little more daring with this one, but you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat. That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. I mean, how much cringe or story have I missed? Like 30 minutes worth, depending on when you left.
Like, and then Yuri almost had like a really chocolate.
Oh yeah, because we were reading. Yuri and I were reading on the floor books. We had tea,
Chocolate.
and chocolate. Yeah, and I was feeding chocolate to Yuri.
And then
And Monica.
Monica burst through the door and was like, "Let's read." And she was like, "Ah."
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy or add more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Yuri's head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS. Making a reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I guess that's one way to look at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion. I almost said opinion. But my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Screw you. Reh. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if your friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? I know. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. I have a lot of explaining, chick. Like, you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. You want her to commit suicide. Man, that's too much. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. You know people like that? Of course! It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. Or to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some... Yuri! Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what people like? As long as they're not hurting anyone, it makes them happy. Fucking bitch. We really need to learn to respect others for liking... Well, yeah. I know! There's something similar today, huh? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, yours pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some... What the hell? You're confusing! Girls are weird! Good thing you're not. Stop it! It's not like I would judge her or anything. Any words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. Where's the pizza? It's still boxy. Yuri made... Sunday. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday, but the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she got the message. So I did best after hard, like writing a message, a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions and... What? Whatever. Gone forever now. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow.
Don't you dare! Stop!
Stop! Ow, my shoulder. It's my game!
Other people's life, though.
Check donations? What do you mean? What do you mean check donations? I'm scared. Because I should have a an alert. Okay, we can stop the cupcake. What? Hold on. Calm yourself. Playing Tetris and turn up the volume, the Macho Man song was playing. I have an easy way to check it. I swear if this alert scares the crap out of me, I really forget that. I think that's no. Confused. I is Confucian. Hey, there it is. Dude. Oh, there's no message. Hey. There we go. Here we go. It's not much, but hopefully it goes towards new games. Miss you, man. And get a new PC. We gotta stream together. Yeah, we definitely do. Dude, thanks. Dude. I'm happy now. I'm really happy now. Oh man. So that means my alert isn't actually doing its job. Cool. Thanks, Streamlabs. I'm happy. I'll fix that after stream. I'll fix it later. Sometime. Future. Near future, I'll fix the alert. I'm ready to go on for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Skip. Hi again, Tony. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on it. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. This one's good. It feels like you're... you really miss the days of our shenanigans. Yeah, dude. That was fun. More comfortable with your style. The imagery is better than the last one I wrote. I'm happy. Or like, just... yeah. Like my first donation in like 2 years. What? I guess so. Can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. Like with the raccoon. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her head. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? Hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just mean that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. Still defending on her like that. Must be pretty into her. Eh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Wait, really? Fiction, okay. Or so is that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Well, I know. I was just saying, but anyway. Want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. Endless... What? Cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a I'm triggered now. On a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. Endless poem of words. Load me? I have a hunch. I have a hunch. I hope not as well. Okay. Because it just said load me, so. Okay. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. This is kind of a thing I've never really... I'm waiting on. Yeah. Choosing where and how to space... Words can totally change. What? It's almost like magic. The way the line's really short makes it feel like they're pizza trying to speak over the pizza. I pizza. It's so hard for pizza to tell what it's pizza though. Pizza. Sometimes asking what a pizza is about isn't the right pizza. A pizza can be as abstract as a physical pizza of a feeling. Or a conversation with the reader. Sorry, I really want pizza. It's on its way. Hype, 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 hype. I'm just saying. I should probably do that. Always, man, keep it up, and I'll check up on you tomorrow. Alright, see you, dude. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Thanks for the donation, too. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Fuck off. Don't forget to save your game. Yeah, everyone, when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? We're all done reading about each other's poems, right? Yeah, I have something planned today so that everyone could come sit in front of the room. The festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much for more than a few Your hand scared me. Okay, I'm on edge now. Yeah. I think it's messing with me. And this probably isn't. It was simple. Suri has been working on posters. I've designed some pamphlet. You dick. Asshole. Working on posters. I'm gonna send some pamphlets. We can go out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. But I heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Oh, Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Okay. Alright. Why did you write binary, Oliver? So coloring posters holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. You really think that's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree. Natsuki. Okay. Lucky I'm not there or I'd beat you about the pizza not being cheese. Yeah, you're right. I could never in my life do something like that. And Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. Recite poems now like to a whole room of people. I guess I'm kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. We start the event and each put on a good performance that will inspire others to do the same. The more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. Okay. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. I was here for cupcakes. That's your guys' reasons. I just wanted cupcakes, and then Yuri just kind of... What? I just want to share that with others. When I inspire them, find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. You know, I know you do. I know we all do. The wallpaper changed and just flickered instead of fading. Oh boy! If it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Suki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess at least we have no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Ugh, okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get it over with. Alright! Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? He generally glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, shush it. Shush it. Wait. Oh hey, look at that. You never turned on. No, I'm just kidding. Cheeky beaky. What? Let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. I have. We're going to practice reading them in front of each other. No way, Monica. This is too sudden. Gentle. Well, if you can't recite the poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? Glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Fuck Natsuki. Aha, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
Yeah, man.
I'll go next, Yuri. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called Yuri anxiously glances at the branches. What? You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as it starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? To impress me? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in structure that she enunciates with perfect timing, like me. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality, oops, there goes gravity, and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. The first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Woo! Woo! It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, we were just caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah! Ha! Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Get off! Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so to come out the best that way. I'm blind. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Tony liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. You might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing the kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Everyone being embarrassed. Why did I think my eyes are like something. I don't know why. I don't know. Too much reading. I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Tony. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Tony lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. Say up at 7. Like, actually know what my poem. So my poem. As long as I'm confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. I'm not really as good as everyone else, but don't worry about it so much. Less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in writing. That's something that will improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. But that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called. It's called. Are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. The poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. Natsuki's trademark style. And it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put it on whatever face I want for other people. When it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, FCP. It would be the other way around for me. That's just how it is. So, I guess in that case, I won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I don't hope it out anyway. But it is all one festival. Okay, I'll make pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez! You should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Get off. Makes me really happy. Oh yeah, no problem. Okay everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know this festival is coming up, but at least try to write poems for tomorrow. I've been working real hard, so I'll tell you to continue that. Finishing planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. So no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Yee. These guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, you don't have to say it. But anyway, let's go already. Ow, my toe! Hey. Sorry, pizza came. Walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed, but today Sayori is a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier, like how we get to, almost with our words. Say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you, huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Oh. I can review messages? You're kind of putting me in the spot here. Walking home with Ryuri, huh? I just thought make my heart pound. I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down. Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That's nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted to it. Admitted it. Jeez. It's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Sayori. You can figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward, but it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. Lie to her. I don't know. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Secretive, uncontrollable, or contamination. Effulgent is the one. Extraordinary. Ah! Disoriented. Destiny. Crimson. Yeah. Requitted. Marshmallow! Fuck! I feel like vivacious. Cool. We have like three things. Oh man, I'm the last one here. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Are you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination starting this club and now picking up piano. Maybe not determination, but I guess passion. And that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help me out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Did you see bipolar? Oh, just yesterday? Well, yeah. Talking about our part of the festival. It's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. It's a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? It's a very specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. You're saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri or Sayori's anyways. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. She's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Oh yeah. She asks for... Seriously. Walk home. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry if you're assuming things. You worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone else. Alright, say so. Worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else, but the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Make sure to ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Tony, what's up? This might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading it into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. One of your peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Tony. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. Bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. You're sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. You sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Tony. Me? How on earth would you come up with that conclusion? Well, probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. It's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Tony. Have you thought maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright, Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it. But I already know what I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up in front of the desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. Watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. She keeps her voice so quiet I can't hear from here. Sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? Huh? Oh, nice. Glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. She looks away as quickly as she, with a flustered look on her face. Realizes that she won't get anywhere like this. So Yuri approached anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in the one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? It was something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really nothing big of a deal. It's really a bit uneasy about Sayori. Seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit to me. Excuse me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh? It's quite romantic, eh? Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sarah and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. Perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Maybe I'm just reading into it a little bit too much, Tony. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight, and there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think that there might be something different behind it all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person.
Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head, but she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. I also feel some concern for her. Well, in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. We don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't even aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Give me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Now, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it, yeah? I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Some time has no one could call us out to the club room. Why don't we try our poems now before I know everything is back to normal? Sayori. Your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. That's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. Feeling? Is that what she said? This feeling. This feeling. This feeling. Free air. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. Where's the button? Never thought it would feel like this for you mentioning that yesterday. Can't believe that you're so good at something you never even shared it with anyone. Kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. Like that. Oh, very smart. During lunchtime, I eat by myself. You know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway, but books are so full of amazing, inspiring people you want to fall in love with, or perhaps you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? Those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time, or make fun of my body type, and they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Tony. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings. All I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Tony. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. So rare that I feel... Fuck! I skipped! Every time I talk to you, I feel really happy. I see. Oh, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. Other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I'll make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success, wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Her head in her hands. Smiling as she does it. You want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost Under the Light, Part 2. I'm tired. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers my back edges. A what? Lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette, obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, but grow closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield it from his too late. Steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. Light flickers, heart pounds. Raises his arm, right stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering. Flickering light is in rhythm, pounding in my heart, teasing me for succumbing to forbidden emotion. Even heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding. Laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. It's our blue-green. My heat is amber. My heat is amber. Heat. I don't care. I can't read. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. Instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. It's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Shit. I didn't mean to do that. What? Are you getting into the story or something? Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. Sorry, I'm bad. I'm a guy. I'm bad at this. Okay. And the poem is, once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. I mean, I can keep it. Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah. Don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, sure we will. But Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I turn to my seat so I can put her poem away. Oh, this is the poem sharing time. Yeah, I'm gonna stop. It's been 3 hours of this. It's 3 hours, 11 minutes. It's gonna be 3 hours, 12 though. And I'm gonna play this game maybe tomorrow again. Yay.